Wonderful from the National Pass.
No
Lions.
Wow.
I'm making some moves here, acquiring Za'Darius Smith from the Browns. Detroit have been looking to fill Aiden Hutchinson's spot. Here's Smith's numbers on the year. Pretty good. Solid move.
Good.
Greg, is Detroit the #1 threat to stop Kansas City's three-peat?
Yeah, in the NFC, yes. In all of football, in my opinion, because of their head coach, their style of play, yes. And when you think about, and the reason why I bring up the head coach is because when you're playing a team like the Kansas City Chiefs, you got to be willing to shoot every bullet that you have.
Risk getting blown out.
And that is just how they naturally play. That is who Dan Campbell is. We watch Ben Johnson, blowout, tight game. He's gonna run some kind of crazy play. He's gotta read that off the script and get that play run. That's who they are. When you're playing against a team like Patrick Mahomes and you have all these opportunities to put games away, like we saw even last night with Baker Mayfield and that offense, you go for two. You do the things that you typically don't see other coaches do. And so that's why I feel like Detroit is the biggest threat. We all know who they are. Running the ball, throwing the ball with the quarterback play that they have. Defensively, they've improved drastically from last year to this year. You add a guy like Za'Darius, he doesn't put them over the top. I believe that they were already a threat to those guys, but he just solidifies the idea that they are a threat. Of course, they are the threat.
You had it right from the get-go when you said they're the toughest in the NFC. They meet them in the Super Bowl. Right now, they'd be the team in the NFC you'd want to face the Chiefs. In football, I'm riding with the Ravens. I'm sticking with the Ravens, all right? And I know week one we saw what happened. They didn't know what to do with Derrick Henry. They had no clue.
So hard to figure out.
They had Lamar. I'm going to explain to you why. Because if you watch that game, you saw Lamar was in the shotgun most of the time, like he usually has been throughout his career. And Henry can't run with the quarterback in the shotgun for the most part. Now Lamar is a lot more under center. They figured it out. Lamar ran 16 times that game. That was his most of the season. So they figured that out. And I'm trusting them to get the defense together. Because that's their culture. You can laugh if you want. They know. Marlon Humphrey has said, look, it's on us, the players.
The trade deadline is in 12
That's all right. There might not be somebody. The cavalry might not be coming. Look at the mirror in that locker room and get your act together, and I think they will.
I think Detroit right now is the deserving NFC favorite, and I really hope they win the conference. Because I don't think you can beat this Chiefs defense with an immobile quarterback. You can't run on them, and your #1 receiver gets shut down. So I think the only chance a team has to break the streak of 2 years now of not scoring 28 points is if the quarterback adds something with their legs. Jared Goff's not doing that. And so the Lions, everything the Lions do is predicated on this dynamic rushing attack, and that nobody can run on the Chiefs. Nobody can run on the Chiefs. So if you're going to present, I would be oddly more nervous by a Jaden Daniels-led team than the Lions. Josh.
Okay. Oh, boy. You hear that, Detroit Lions fans? Nick Wright wants to face you. You know, he wants to face you because, you know, an immobile quarterback. But, you know, I guess that means they'll just be able to attack Jared Goff, which I guess means, you know, he's not very good, and him and you know, Ben Johnson and Goff and company, they're not good with pressure and blitzes, right? That's the case. Well, if that's the case, what does this say? Goff under pressure. Is he first for completion percentage under pressure? How about yards per pass? First. How about passer rating? First. How about passing yards? 4th. Passing touchdowns? 6th. And only 2 interceptions on 62 attempts. That sounds pretty good to me. I don't know. Be careful what you wish for, buddy. I mean, the Lions are absolutely the biggest threat. If anything, I'm going to flip this on its head and say that the Chiefs are the biggest threat to the Lions. Because I really, honestly, truly feel that the Lions are in the driver's seat of this whole thing right now. I really, really do. I think they are that dominant. Now, if the Chiefs can get healthy, right? If they're able to actually add Hollywood Brown, Pacheco, etc., then that could tip the scales maybe more so, right? If you're going to give Patrick Mahomes more weapons, obviously that is going to be scary, and you're going to have to really bring your A game. But this idea that you want to face the Chiefs, that you want to face the Lions, think of how little respect you have to have for the Lions. That you want to face them in the Super Bowl, that you're more afraid of the Washington Commanders with Jaden Daniels, a rookie quarterback. Let's just think about that for a second. That's the lack of respect that the Detroit Lions are getting right now. Now, there's no other way to slice it. You won't, if you think your best chance, like he's saying, I hope to face them, because it's essentially gonna be easy pickings. I don't even, I know why he's saying it, because of his obviously insane belief in the Kansas City Chiefs, but this is just, come on. I feel like, do I even need to say anything, honestly? Seriously, what else can I say at this point? Because it's such an insane take to think that you want to go against this absolute dominant, insane team of the Detroit Lions. The team that is so well prepared, so well coached, executes nearly flawlessly their game plans, have super smart coaching, they play so aggressive, they go so hard, they are just stacked with talent on talent on talent, and you think that they wouldn't be able to figure out a way? The Detroit Lions, didn't they figure out a way last year? Didn't they beat the Detroit Lions? Didn't they beat the Kansas City Chiefs week 1? And if you want to say, well, Travis Kelce wasn't there. So the Kansas City Chiefs, their whole season hangs on just Travis Kelce? I thought it was Patrick Mahomes. I don't understand. I'm confused by that. Don't they have DeAndre Hopkins now? I don't understand, and last year they still had Rashee Rice. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. So the fact that you would want to face the Detroit Lions, again, that's honestly the biggest sign of that it can't get much more disrespectful than that. It honestly really can't. He was making fun of Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens and saying how Lamar always chokes and goes on and on and on, and he started showing baseball highlights as a way to kind of troll and make fun of Lamar and the fans and all of that. This might take the cake, honestly. Saying, oh, I hope we play the Lions in the Super Bowl. I hope. That is saying, oh my God, yes. We have the easiest path to victory to win a Super Bowl if the Lions are reach it, if they win the NFC. Do with what you will on that one, okay? I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts, because just crazy talk. Crazy talk. It's a shame that segment was so short, because I would have liked them to unpack it a little bit, or but it actually kind of left me borderline speechless. The fact that we can't ever give any respect to any other team except for the Kansas City Chiefs. Can't say, hey, you know what? This team is awesome. This team is great. Look how good they are. Jared Goff has been awesome. Ben Johnson, awesome. Dan Campbell, awesome. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Montgomery, Gibbs, right? Everyone else, Williams, they're just this great team. If we face them in the Super Bowl, it's going to be intense. It's going to be close. It's going to be hard, right? Just some real, conversation around it. Not, fingers crossed, I hope we face the Lions, because the Lions, they can't beat the Chiefs. They can't do that. No way. Doesn't make sense. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Kansas City Chiefs going up against the Detroit Lions? Do you think the Lions are the biggest threat? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.